Hey, dude, don't do that. I got AIDS. People won't touch it after that.
I got AIDS, SARS, reptilius, glumposis, leprosy, inconsistency, incontinuity, definitely senility, Ebola, and oh, you filming this?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Doors closed. Let me move these out of the way. They've been wanting to get together for a long time.
Fertility is dangerous.
We got a piece of metal that's welded together here. This is going to be the first thing we're going to do is remove this weld. I'm going to be going that direction. So you see the mirrors all messed up. That's from people scarfing. And then take the cotton. When you are working as a welder out in the field, you got to be careful not to set something on fire. It costs you a lot of money. Even a vehicle or whatever that you're working on. This creates a lot of particulate matter. So if you're over 50, you might want to protect yourself. If you're not, you usually don't start caring really till after about 35 about life. The rest, like, when did you start caring about life? When did it ever make a difference?
I know, Daddy.
I don't know, because I think I was in my late 30s when I said, you know what, I could die doing this. Let me stop. All right. You don't have to be a fool because I'm one. All right. Not the traditional torch that we've been using, right? Alright, here we go. We don't have that the other lever to worry about. For scarfing, I don't have to have smoke. That's it, man. This is where it's gonna cut.
Are you still using a neutral flame?
Yes. So that scarfing tip is curved like this. And the oxygen comes straight out here. You have to direct the oxygen to blow the molten metal away. We're going to use a preheat flame to get the metal molten. Then we're going to use the oxygen to burn and blow it away. Back this up a little bit. You might just squeeze in there, get a little closer, and get some fire on it. So when I set up, this is where I want to cut. should be ready to fall off.
Hot foot.
Gone.
Beautiful.
Here it is. So we remove that weld. You may be lucky enough sometimes if you don't follow instructions at work and you weld something up the wrong way, you may be able to take it apart. There's another way of doing this with the air arc, with this, which is compressed air and electricity. So here we got two surfaces to do. You got to decide what piece am I going to keep and what piece am I going to get rid of, or if I'm trying to keep both pieces, you have to be very precision. So I'm going to demo on the hardest area, which would be, I guess here, I'll go this way. Then, anybody with a number 5 lens can also attack this. If you're looking at this with your naked eyes, you don't care about it. Because it will definitely mess your eyes up. Turn it like that, can everybody see? Everybody see? Gotta turn the acetylene on, right? Another, yeah. Once you get a cut started, you want to try to stay with it, because there becomes a level of oxides on there, a layer of oxides. The oxides melt at a higher temperature than your base metal, so you have to stay there a little longer to get it hot enough to oxidize. So keep that in mind, that once you start cutting or scarfing, you want to be able to complete the whole thing while you're there. Flame on. Here. I stopped because I need to talk, and I can't talk with that noise going. When you get that weld to the point that you can see this surface and that surface, you know you've got the weld removed enough that you can get it in 2 pieces. On something that may be a little more precision, you may get it real close and then break it off. So whatever you need at the time, it is okay to do. And what I mean by break it off, you got the weld so close you don't want to dig into any piece of metal, but it's weak enough, it's compromised enough that you can just break it. That's fine. Then you clean it up with a grinder, which you're going to have to do anyway. Here we go on the light up. Also, you have to feather the lever. You don't put it all the way down. You lightly put it down. Here we go. Now watch the flame stretch out and I'll back away. Here we go. Except for the first part, that weld is gone. So we set this thing at 30 psi, but I'm not pushing the lever all the way down all the time. Once I get it going, I try to control it, see what's going on, and if I need to give it a big blast, I'll give it a big blast. If not, I'll just lightly feather it. One other thing, and then I need someone to come up here. I can also notice that when I did that I left the torch right here. Once I squeezed the oxygen and the cup went as far as it could, then I started moving the torch forward. So for a while the torch is going to be still. It's not going to move. Oxygen is going to go down all the way. Then if it can't cut anymore, then I advance the torch. I'll demo that again.
You cut it with scarping tip. Is that what you did, or was there welds right there? I didn't.
Go well.
So you just cut it with the scarping tip.
There we go. So I just didn't automatically start off scarping. I let it start cutting first. I saw what it was going to do. I made the adjustments I needed to make. Then I finished the scarping. Who wants to be up? Might as well, Brown. Come on.
Oh, God.